शियाने की बात करते हो, मुस्कुराने की बात करते हो, ड्रीम कम ट्रू। अरे ऐसा क्या हो गया? और बिरो कुछ नहीं। 10 बजे स्ट्रीम तो नहीं होगा। ब्रो मेरे को भी कहीं जाना है। कहीं जाना तो नहीं है बट have some stuff. Bye. आशिकाने की बात करते हो, तो जलाने की बात करते हो, मुस्कुराने की बात करते हो, सारी दुनिया
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yip yip! I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you like it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
No, Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. All right, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyano's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
How many Haruka Shibata monsters do we sell? 5 dusk birds flew by.
Tainari!
Ah, good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well, thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine, I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think... You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia Forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Hello. Happy bye.
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable.
क्या हाल
Lesser
bro?
Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow
भाई
ideologies
अभी अभी मेरे को
and
400
have decided
प्रीमोज
to
मिले हैं,
dedicate the
पता
rest
क्या?
of their lives to cultivating... When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result,
बढ़िया,
work has increased for the
बढ़िया
forest
तो।
rangers.
हाँ,
sounds
with
really exhausting.
बढ़ते हुए
There's nothing we
प्रीमोजेंस
can do, really. But that's another
कल
topic.
एग्जाम है.
Back to the matter at hand.
फिर
Are you
एग्जाम
two
नहीं देता
planning
है.
to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go. But be careful.
यहाँ टाइनारी पोकेमोन है. टिकनारी, टाइनारी, whatever. किस चीज का एग्जाम है ब्रो? फिर भी गेंशिन खेलता पूरा दिन. अच्छा, ये भी ठीक है.
Follow the wind.
भाई फाउंटेन कब स्टार्ट होगा? कोई आइडिया? और नीचे जाना है?
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
मोरास ही 3 एग्जाम दे दिए हैं इसी बीच में। ओ यार ये रास्ता तो यहीं आके खत्म हो रहा है। Go to Grand Bazaar. कल एजुकेशन है, कल एजुकेशन का एग्जाम है। ओ एजुकेशन मेरा भी सब्जेक्ट है, पता क्या?
Time to go.
क्या पसंद की है ए है आपकी? क्या पसंद है? हाँ भाई साहब, एजुकेशन एजुकेशन तो मतलब ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है ना।
Well, except for the guest.
Literally.
Oh, it'll be.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
East.
Hey, Lou!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letter, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah. I had
भाई अगर
someone
मेरे पास
deliver letters to all of
10,000
our guests.
प्रीमो जेम्स हो जाएंगे तो
But
रेडिन मिल
maybe
जाएगी।
everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
Celebrity. And who are you?
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense.
Easy
It is
hope
not
तो
for
कर
us
ही
to
सकते
determine
हो।
the
Easy hope
value
कर सकते
of an audience. But
Let's
indeed,
see.
we could try giving gifts to people.
But the
with
thing is मेरे
particularly
पास तो
good
10,000
taste.
प्रीमोज भी नहीं है।
I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
You guys are so funny. There's really no need for that. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letter...
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time.
50-50 जीत गए तो
I'm
इजी
not
मिल
too sure
जाएगा.
about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia.
नहीं जीते तो दूसरा कैरेक्टर जो होगा साइड वाला 5 स्टार वो लेना पड़ेगा.
I sent her a letter, but
but I
I
need
was afraid
Shogun.
of disturbing her.
भाई मुझे क्या
If you
पता
have time,
वो चाहिए.
Please ask about
अभी
her for
पायरो
me.
का आर्कॉन आएगा ना.
Got it.
सॉलिड
Go,
वो होगा
Traveler.
एकदम कैरेक्टर. मुझे पता भी नहीं कितने टाइम में आने वाला वो. एक 5 स्टार के लिए तो इनफ है आपके पास.
Time to go.
ये that sounds so assuring. बस मुझे रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा कि अच्छा इधर से जाना है. 5.2 पे आएगा. अरे अरे कहाँ चढ़ रहा भाई 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 वापस आ जा.
Time to go.
5 स्टार कैरेक्टर के नाम पे बेइज्जती है तू. 4.2 चल रहा है अभी. अरे तब तो अभी लॉन्ग अगो. मतलब जो भी कहते हैं इसको इंग्लिश में.
Time to go.
पूरा सुमेरु एक पेड़ पे बना है क्या?
Time to go.
और कितना हायर जाऊं अब? फोर 4.8 के बाद 5 होता है. अरे तब भी बहुत टाइम है भैया.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there.
बट पता क्या, जैसा फाउंटेन का एकदम हाइप था ना, उससे नेक्स्ट लेवल हो गया यार पायरो आर्कॉन का.
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe every...
Time to go.
यप क्योंकि कुछ ही तो दिन हुआ है फाउंटेन आए हुए, और पूरा फाउंटेन तो आएगा ही नहीं. अभी भी एक और एरिया आना बाकी है. अच्छा अभी भी कुछ बचा है फाउंटेन में. साउंड्स लाइक फाउंटेन. तुम तक मर्जी मेरी फिर काहे की अर्जी मेरी हर दुश्वारी बस तुम तक। कल स्ट्रीम करोगे? स्क्वाड पे बता दूंगा।
Time to go.
मेरी हर दुश्वारी
Oh, Haytham
बस
should be
तुम
around here
सब
somewhere,
की
right?
हर तैयारी। क्यों कल तुम्हारा एग्जाम खत्म हो जाएंगे क्या?
He's over there! But it looks like he might not...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have
By the
any
way,
idea
PC
how difficult
upgrade.
it is to
अरे
find a
PC अभी
physical
upgrade
book
ना
like
हुआ
this in
bro,
Sumeru?
करना है यार।
It doesn't matter. It's
Like,
probably just another
It would
thing that
cost
you used your
something around
authority to get your hands
25
on
to
anyway.
30,000.
Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the
PC वही है
sages have
पुराना।
disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
कल के एग्जाम के बाद
Don't sound
दो
too
दिन का
surprised
गैप है।
now.
अच्छा
You're the
कुछ
renowned
लम्हों की
Kaveh,
खुशी है खाली। हाँ
light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
केवा कावे
One
I
makes
have
you
it.
say that.
I have this character.
Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
You... See?
Us bhai,
This
us.
is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude
दो
always
दिन
gets
की
in the
छुट्टी
way.
जिंदगी भर एग्जाम।
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
यार इसको कोई समझाओ, ये 4-star कैरेक्टर है। अलहैतम से बात कर रहा है इससे।
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't
ओके
understand
भाई,
the first
थोड़ा
thing about beauty
किताब
and romance.
के दर्शन करना
Unlike a true...
पड़ेगा। हाँ भाई,
Hold
कर
on,
लो आज
wait a second.
कल तो वही काम
What do you
आएगा।
mean
बाय
by
बाय।
when Sumeru needed
और
me
कल
most?
स्ट्रीम चाहिए, कल स्ट्रीम चाहिए।
While you were out
पूरा
fiddling around in
कोशिश
the desert, many
करते हैं
people
कुछ।
came together to save
आप चिंता ना
Sumeru from
करिए,
a crisis.
प्रबंध करते हैं।
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't
नहीं
believe
भाई,
me.
नहीं टेंशन नहीं।
It's not like my
करते हैं
Darshan
प्रबंध।
was the one trying to apply
Seriously।
for funding from the Grand Sage.
ये
Yours, though, on the
रेडिन
other
के लिए
hand.
इकट्ठा भी तो करना है मेरे
You
को
know what?
बहुत।
I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Hey, Haytham!
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Haytham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kinda strange to hear them called that after all.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection and—
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But I refused.
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be—
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take—
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Follow the wind. Time to go.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could—
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dinyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia?
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady.
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever! Are you getting...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing all...
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still...
We just came from talking with Al-Haytham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What?
I heard that Azal...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia...
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Al-Haytham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some...
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super, mate!
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be... In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet once the whole But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Hello, Sayonara.
But, wait a second!
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering...
Oh, did Nilu write to
Actually,
us?
it's Sayonara,
She
I
heard that you were
guess.
seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come on.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just...
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see...
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and...
The General Mahamat...
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in our village. You can try... As for Raman, Your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You don't mention it.
All right, on to our next... It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good.
And Tanari is
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to...
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent...
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean...
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Roman! And...
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here.
Oh, tell it...
Yeah.
All right, well, I've decided to...
What?
It's not that I will no longer pursue...
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret sup. The stars have always got...
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from?
You deserve these compliments.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to me.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were... Sataria, you tread a treacherous path. Sataria... These words sparked... I gathered up the...
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, It may have been too.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the academia for the desert and accompanied me here. My plan was able to go smooth.
You're all doing so much for the...
Aside from that, I also have some other business.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other...
Apart from this, we must be persistent about this. And
This is the first time in hundreds of years. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will...
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business?
No, not at all. Neither wanted to write to a celebration feast. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the academia.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds...
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle.
I'm afraid I won't be up the messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you. You and the art, please keep dancing.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete.
Got it.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Follow the wind. Follow the wind.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to...
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speech.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here.
Everything looks...
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Whoa! It's so
The food was specially everyone that came.
Ah, feels kind of nice to
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. And I'm happy to meet everyone that
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done some.
We owe it to our abilities.
Really?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought it. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah. Everyone gave it. It was almost like a everyone played.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusan.
Yes, even after being a Lesser Lord Kusanali once you. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No.
Something wrong?
Yeah. What's with that fit?
Even if those two those sages If you bite the hand...
Perhaps I shouldn't...
You could simply tell Les...
I respect our... While we're on this topic...
Are you trying to say that...
Why? But serious...
I did have my own... If the rules of our...
By that...
Precisely.
Wait.
So, that's the only
It's reason enough.
You've certainly...
You flatter...
All right then.
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things...
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like I'm doing now.
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively No, the Grand Bazaar... That Oh well.
Hello. देख रहे हो क्या बढ़िया मिशन मिला है मेरे को. Talk to everyone.
The atmosphere here is
Like,
good.
Seriously.
And everything is delicious. I don't often come to such places. I have a lot to handle these days. There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast.
Bah, looks so
There you are. Well,
यार भाई हो गया.
are you in? It's the first time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight.
AR 45 है.
I'm honored to have her think of me this way.
सेंड नहीं किया मैंने बस. एक बेचारी ही रह गई, इनसे भी बात कर लेते हैं.
My lady.
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody.
Hey, less of that...
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy. Of course, just wait here for Paimon.
भाई इसमें विंटर बायो में है. ये क्या होता है?
It's me.
Nahida.
You may blame me for
Snowfall हो रहा.
the
अरे
connection
ghost orbs
between
होंगे.
us is amazing. Lately, I've been. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's. Please say thank you to every. Oh, is it not convenient for you to. But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they? What if I end up scaring them? Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to. It's.
Wind theme.
Hold up.
I didn't expect that.
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body. Thank you. Without you, without any of you, had you not helped me to resolve the people referred to, please.
Lesser Lord.
Dingerzad, the suffering.
You don't need to be.
This is how the
Bro,
relationship
ये
between
स्टोरी
the
मोड चल
academia
रहा है
and Dendro
हाँ.
Archon
और ये जो
should
छोटी
be.
सी लड़की है ना,
You're an Archon,
ये विजडम
but
गॉड
you're
है,
not so
गॉड ऑफ
humble.
विजडम.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
However, लगती नहीं है.
Yeah.
मेरी हर दुश्वारे बस तुम तक, मेरी हर तैयारे बस, मेरी हर बेखुमारी बस तुम तक, तुम तक, तुम तक, तुम तक, तुम तक मुझे
Are you awake? Did you rest
मेरे.
well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. All right. So she should be in.
To go to Sanch. अरे यार खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा ये तो literally.
Time to go. Time to go.
Hello, traveler and Paimon.
एक के सब 10 कॉन्करेंट. अरे बाप रे बाप.
I'm still immersed in all the hats. So are we. Is there anything you want? After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it is. I've given it some thought. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the Akasha's centralized although people may initially feel the former sages have received their punishment. I hope that the new 6th grade sages. The other big issue is that I've already taken. You mean what happened after you guessed? However, I'm sure you were. In fact, I told him that the heavenly principle. I assumed that the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor. Are you sure? Huh? About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister. Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and— This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all. What? There is only one possible explanation. But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first— According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Tevat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy. What do you mean, fuzzy? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately and whoever it is, if they can do that— But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world! Something else I noticed was that according to these What's a descender? Paimon's never heard of it. Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's descender. Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th descender. Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them? That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take— Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information. And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't— There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate. Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida. The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that—
Quest complete? क्या है किससे पूछे कि वो क्या है कोई कहता नहीं गे तुम कहे तुमसे कहे
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing.